Hello, I'm Susaeta, Secretary General of Regions 4. I would like to begin by thanking First Minister Ms. Nicola Sturgeon and the Government of Scotland for its leadership in organising this consultative process. In particular, I would like to recognise the work of the Secretary, the Natural Resources Division of the Scottish Government for the great effort of putting this session together in the current global situation. Bringing together such an array of partners, local and subnational governments, and also global institutions, is not only remarkable, but exactly what we need to bring our message forward. Today, I would like to introduce you to Regions 4, how we work, what role we play in the post-2020 process, our aspirations, and our plans for the future. Regions 4 is an association of over 40 subnational governments from 20 different countries that have been working together for the past 18 years to consolidate regional leaderships in the topics of climate change, sustainable development, and biodiversity. With the objective of fostering technical capacities on biodiversity conservation, Region 4 launched in 2016 the Region 4 Biodiversity Learning Platform. This flagship initiative, endorsed by the CBD Secretariat, consists of a worldwide community of regional governments that work together to build, improve, and implement subnational biodiversity strategies and action plans, and also achieve global biodiversity targets in their territories through cooperation, partnership, and experience sharing. Additionally, since our appointment as coordinators of the Advisory Committee on Subnational Governments and Biodiversity by the Secretariat of the CBD, Region 4 has devoted itself to the representation of subnational and regional governments at the heart of the CBD negotiations, underlying the voice of regional leaders around the global discussions on biodiversity and on the post-2020 process. Also, during COP14, the Advisory Committee of Subnational Governments launched the Subnational Coalition for Biodiversity Action, an open call for collaboration in support of the parties to the Convention to accelerate the implementation of the Global Biodiversity Framework up to 2020 and beyond. To feed this process with technical information and knowledge, and thanks to the exchange held within our learning platform, we have produced publications on the most pressing topics for biodiversity involving subnational governments. In 2018, we launched a study, Subnational Governments Achievements Towards AG Target 9 and SDG Target 15. We launched it during the 22nd meeting of the subsidiary body on scientific, technical, and technological advice. The report shined a light over the common challenges subnational governments face to control and eradicate invasive alien species and advance collective solutions to a global threat. Similarly, the report Global Challenges, Regional Solutions, the Region for Biodiversity Learning Platform, 2 years of lesson learned, launched at the 14th meeting of the Conference of the Parties in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, had the objective of sharing with the CBD Secretariat at these parties the initiatives subnational governments are implementing in their territories to advance solutions to the dramatic loss of biodiversity. The report had the intention of informing the early discussion on the post-2020 Global Biodiversity Framework. Recently, Regions 4, with the support of the Advisory Committee members and other partners, launched the report Mainstreaming Biodiversity at the Subnational Government Experience. This last report is particularly relevant to the post-2020 process, as it highlights how subnational governments contribute to the much-needed transformative change and provides information on their importance in linking the different levels of governments to the actions needed for integrating biodiversity into and across all sectors of modern human life. We are proud to say that the Advisory Committee is an example of what on-the-ground action and collaboration look like, demonstrated through both its success stories and its challenges. The report explores the potential of subnational governance and advances solutions and ideas to overcome the impediments of embedding biodiversity consideration into all sectors, and to advance into new paradigms, goals, and societal values. This includes identifying and analyzes four main themes: capacity building and training needs for mainstreaming biodiversity, opportunities to develop and strengthen partnerships, mechanisms to monitor the implementation of actions to advance the mainstreaming of biodiversity, and drawbacks that block mainstreaming of biodiversity in regulation processes, policies, and programs at the subnational level. Our intention with the report is that it facilitates a better understanding of the efforts subnational governments undertake to integrate biodiversity considerations into different sectors, and that the recommendations gathered in the document help shape a more inclusive and supportive global biodiversity framework that recognizes their essential contributions. Currently, Regions 4, together with other partner organizations such as the European Committee of the Regions, the group of leading subnational governments to the Aichi biodiversity targets, and ICLAID, is advocating towards the adoption of a renewed and step-up decision at the upcoming COP20 to safeguard the legacy of the milestone adopted by the COP10 in Nagoya and ensure that regions continue to have the means and the support they need to do their part and contribute to the main goal of halting biodiversity loss. Our aspiration for this consultative process is that we, together, strengthen the message that subnational and local governments are essential partners in the materialization of the post-2020 goals for biodiversity. We have very clear ideas on possible solutions, and we have been working to secure partnerships that can allow us to implement better action on the ground. But above all, we need the support and recognition from the parties to the Convention. And here, there are a lot of individual leaders that can do to make this. I would like to finalize by inviting all regional governments to join Regions 4 and the Advisory Committee of Subnational Governments to secure the increased recognition we are all advocating for. I thank you all for your attention, and we look forward to building up our advocacy work with your support. Thank you, and see you in person any other time.